Hey everyone, this is Marissa. I'm just making a quick video to show you how to set up your students in Google Classroom, Land School, and whatever other software they might need to use. I pulled some clips out from my Python class to show some ways that I was able to do that. And I'll also show some problems that I did have and some potential solutions as well. I'll be adding some commentary in between some of the clips. So here is the first clip right now.
Okay. Do you have access to the Google Classroom?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and set that up first, so that way we all have access to it. So can you see that I pasted this into the chat? So once you're able to see the chat, go ahead and go to Google Classroom through the link that I put, the classroom.google.com.
Okay, I'm in it now.
Okay. And log into the account that you want to be logged into. And then you can use the class code that I added and you can add it through there. Have you used Google Classroom at all?
No.
No? Okay, that's fine.
So we're gonna
All
go
right.
through the lessons.
Yes, so we'll be meeting every week on Saturday from 3 p.m. Eastern time to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that should be 2 p.m. Central time to 3 p.m. Central time.
Okay.
And we'll go through the lessons and we'll go over some stuff. Me and we were just 1 second. I gotta figure this out. Yeah, so Arnav, that's how you pronounce it, right, Arnav? I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Okay. Arnav, and you're Sai Krishna, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I got your names. My name is Marissa, by the way. So I'll be your teacher on Saturdays.
So you'll notice in the last video clip that I asked the students whether they had access to Google Classroom or not. And this is very important because some of the students and their parents put emails that are not Google accounts or Gmail accounts on Jackrabbit, and so even if they get that link to invite, they might not be able to join the classroom as easily. And so if they're not able to access it, you should ask them whether they have or not, and then you should also check to see if they have a Gmail account that they would like to use. If they have a specific email they can use with it, then you can just type it into the Add Student section on Google Classroom. Otherwise, have them manually do it themselves. And another thing you might have noticed on my video is that I forgot that I was screen sharing still, and I was loading up Jackrabbit on my screen and stuff like that while the video call was going, which isn't a huge deal, but I guess just make sure to remember whether or not you're screen sharing, so that way you don't accidentally pull something up during the lesson that is not that the kids should not be paying attention to. So if they're supposed to be paying attention to you specifically, they shouldn't be paying attention to your screen, and so you should disable it, which I forgot to do.
So did you add the code to Google Classroom yet?
Yes, I'm in.
Awesome, I see you. Cool, so we all have access. Now I'm gonna have you also, let's see if this will work for you. So I need you to go to this link here. Do you know what computer you have? Like a Windows or a Mac computer?
Yeah, I have a Windows.
Windows, okay. So I'm gonna put this into the chat. So you can go to that link there. Okay. And what you're gonna see when you open that is going to be, here, I'm gonna present it.
Should I download?
Yep. So make sure to click that, there should be like an I'm not a robot thing. Make sure to go through that and then you can download. And then you'll be able to click on that, open it up, and install the software.
Yes, it's saying downloading client.
Downloading client? Okay.
So in this portion of the video, into our video call, I was setting up land school for this student, and one thing I feel like I should have made more awareness of is what land school was, because I didn't really make much detail about that when I was setting the student up with it. It's not a huge deal, but I should have said, like, okay, now we're going to set up land school. This is going to allow me to monitor your screen so that way we can all stay on task. And then I could have submitted the link through the chat. I found that that's the easiest way to set everything up, is just to send a link out to the chat. Like, instead of doing like trying to screen share and then showing the link on the screen, like, you can just paste the link in the chat and then they can click on it on their computer. With another student earlier, I noticed is that they had a work computer and they were not able to set it up. Because there was restrictions on the work computer. Um, and so they were not able to set up land school. One thing you can do is ask the student if they have another computer they can use. If not, then they will have to, we'll just have to make do without land school. That student in particular did have another Chromebook, but I don't believe land school is supported on Chromebooks, at least not in as simple a way as Mac OS and Windows do.
Okay. So how is that install going? Is it working?
Yes. It says
Okay.
that you know when the process is complete.
Okay. So in the meantime, go ahead and go to this website and you'll see like a yellow button that says download Python 3.8.2 and you'll be able
Yes.
to download that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So in this clip, I think this is a really important part. What you can do when you're setting all the students up is you can actually start with more than one thing. So this is especially helpful if you're working with multiple students. Maybe one student has finished everything, they can just go straight to the next thing. So if you're downloading one piece of software, you can have another student download another thing if they're finished. In this case, the student had finished downloading it and they were just waiting for it to install. So I asked them to begin downloading and installing the other one so that way we can save some time. And in some cases, you might have students that will have to wait a little bit while other students are setting up their computers.
All right, it's installing.
Awesome. Both of them are still?
I think one is done.
One is done. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, that one's done. Awesome. Cool. Cool. Yeah. And it looks like, yep. So once you finish installing that should be all we need. Oh, no, there is one more on PyCharm. Let me find that real quick. Got to give you a direct link so you don't have to go through all this stuff.
Okay, I think my Python is also done.
Awesome. So I'm going to send you one more link, and this is what we're going to use to edit or to create Python programs. So you'll use this app. So Python that we downloaded was some specific software we need to make this program I'm having you download next work. Yeah,
should I join the classroom on my Chromebook?
You should be able to log in to the account that you joined on your mom's computer and do that. That should work. If not, then you can try again with the code, and just post it if you need to. Just make a post on Google Classroom, and I will give you the class code again.
So one important thing that you can do is use Google Classroom's stream to make posts to the students that are in the class. So what I noticed, because we are sharing some of the Google Classrooms with other teachers that will be teaching other students on different days, you can make posts that are exclusively for students that are in your specific class. You just have to modify them. modify the post so that way it's sent to those students in particular, and only those students will see it. So when we start having more classes where there are more students in different classes, we can make use of that feature, and so there won't be any confusion with which students are in which class and which post is for which class and stuff like that. So because the Python class was mostly set up today, and I did have a late student on that day, I went ahead and I posted the YouTube link, which after I had uploaded the Hangouts meeting, I posted it on Google Classroom as well as emailed it to the parents, so that way they had direct access to it, so the student that was late would be able to catch up on some of the things they missed. So yeah, I highly recommend using Google Classroom for that, and I recommend that you also send out an email to the parents asking them to encourage their students to frequently use Google Classroom, because then you'll be able to send out updates to them very easily. Another thing that you can do is you can send out a Google. When you send out the Google Hangouts meetings, you can also send them a direct email to the parents through Jackrabbit, just in case nobody got it. So what I ended up doing for my Scratch class is when there was about 20 minutes or so before the class started, I went ahead and sent out an email through Jackrabbit with that link, just letting them know that that was the link they needed to access, because some of the parents might have missed it due to the issue with non-Gmail accounts not receiving some of the invites and stuff like that. So yeah, if I think the only thing that I would have to add is just make sure to explain what the software is they're downloading. Also make sure to add any import, so you can use their screen to share, and you can show them exactly what they should be seeing and what they should click on and stuff like that, which I think I could have done a better job there as well. I didn't share my screen as often as I should, or in the right places for that matter. But yeah, the screen can be a very important feature to use.